Hello, friends. How are you, everybody? So, a very, very good evening here from Kolkata, and to all my global friends everywhere around the world. This is your one and only Diptiman Ray back on live on YouTube. So, I'm sorry for getting a little late again after my last episode, and just what got a bit busy. And this year has been crazy. Things are moving so fast, so much of work, and God bless me. And I'm really grateful, and to God and grateful to all the people around me. So, guys, I wanted to today, come to the point that last time when I shared that, you really require that burning desire, the compelling reason to do something. And that's what actually drove me, to basically go into something else apart from my day-to-day come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home syndrome, and I wanted to cut out from there, and I still wanted to start off something. And it's just not about taking a decision, that's and a decision also as a big term. And it was really so hard to to take a decision from an employee mindset, being the person for almost 37 years, being trained and being brainwashed, really, to something of, which I felt that was the one and only thing in the life. But actually coming out of that, and the gravity pull is so high into that, and then I have to come out and take a decision. And it is one of the biggest decision of my life, guys. And that is not so easy. We take very, very few decisions of our own. I don't think in our entire lifespan people actually, the normal people actually take some big decision by their own. Somebody supports it, and somebody actually, really gives that kind of a trust or a faith, then only a decision is taken. But here I'm all alone, and I was clueless as how I'm going to take the decision. But I had to take it because the compelling reason was so high and was so burning inside me that really I wanted to break out of the chain, break out of that, I'm in a bubble, and the bubble actually burst, and I needed to do something very different because I was seeing that my life was going in the wrong direction somewhere. And that was my choice, that I didn't want to be in the direction of life. I needed to actually pull out and do something different. So, but, that decision was so huge that I knew that nobody's going to support me, my entire family, my society, my friends, anybody, no, because they are of that same mindset which I was, before that. So I had to take the decision alone. But when I took the decision, to do something of my own and to really go into an entrepreneurship, it was really difficult, and I had to sacrifice. I had to really, pull up my socks, because the decision was, I thought, was one thing which was very easy. But to make that into a reality, I had to really slog. I had to really sacrifice, every day, each day, was so difficult. Initially it looks to be very hunky dory. It looked to be, I am great that I have taken a decision, and that's the first step, guys. That's the first biggest step, and taking a decision. And but to stand on the decision and take it forward, what is another big decision, is another big, and which drives that is the fuel, the dream, the goal on which I took the decision. Because it is painful. It was really, it is not so easy. People think that entrepreneurship or a business, okay, let me start. You can see a lot of startups coming up, everything doing, but to carry it forward when it becomes day after day, day after day, each day when you wake up, what am I thinking? What is going on in my mind? That will drive me to, go forward and do that work, do that stuff which I have taken a decision on. Is always, my vision, my dreams, my goals. And actually, if somewhere, those goals are flimsy, not so burning, not so much that it's like oxygen, where I cannot, I cannot even think without that. I cannot even, live without that. And I have to fight for it. I have to die for it. I have to get on for it. then it's only every day when you take that step, you take that pain, after coming back from hard work, hard day's life, where results are not getting shown, nothing is happening, still the next day go into it. Yes, thankful to God, that I got somebody in my life who actually was mentoring with me, who was guiding me, and that person was amazing, that. And this was the first time, I was getting into some kind of a very different thing, apart from my job which I did, and my education. I was going to things which I had no idea of. And this person, I was trusting this person, but somewhere I didn't know whether it will really work out, and whether this person is going to really keep the commitment. And this was a big word for me. If I whether I'll be able to keep the commitment depended in the initial time, that whether this person also could keep the commitment. So there was some doubt, there was some, the trust factor was, bonding was coming up, but was not that huge. So that was to be built. And that is the way, one thing which took me forward every step. Each day a step forward, something to be done, something to be done. Mentally 24 hours somewhere I was thinking. Because why? Because I took the decision. So I have to make it happen. I cannot give up. Giving up was not an option. I had to take it forward. Why I had to take it forward? Because it was my decision. And that's why I was, getting up every day, okay, thinking that let's see what happens. Let's do this. And action, taking the action, and not just procrastinating and thinking, okay, I've made a decision. That's all. I will get the $1 million. I will get a big life. I will fulfill all my dreams. No, no, guys. It has to be action on a daily basis. And that was the painful part. Acting on it after doing all other stuff, acting on the business, acting on the forefront, doing that stuff, and that doing that, activity, doing that, going there, putting up the effort is such a huge task. And once it goes on, and when the results doesn't show, that is the time the biggest pain happens. And I used to hear from so many huge successful people and entrepreneurs, and I didn't just realize, oh my God, it's really tough. Then I started realizing also, when I started taking that pain one day at a time, they said the right thing. It's not so easy, that to maintain that momentum, to maintain that intensity, the tenacity, to carry it forward to the next day, to the next moment, to the next minute. Take each day, thinking that yes, my goals are very important to me. That is, I need to fulfill it. I cannot give up, and I cannot give up on the people I have put the trust on, because they are observing me. And that where again, the responsibility increases. So taking that action on a daily basis has become so tough. Becomes sometimes, people leave it. People just cannot, take it anymore. Because that burning desire or the compelling reason is not that strong. Because we are, more focused on the critical things just now, what is happening, but we are not focused on the important goals, which actually will be the permanent solution for my life. And that is where, people give up. I've seen people giving up. I also wanted many a times, nahi ho sakta, it's not possible for me. Somewhere I am not cut out for it. But those again, those memories of the childhood, the memories of the younger days, where I used to be always a loser, I cannot do anything. People stamped me that I am a nobody. Again came back haunting, saying that again here also I will prove that wrong, prove that thing right. I cannot. I have to prove them wrong. I have to get doing it. I have to constantly work on it. Come what may, I cannot leave it, guys. And that is where, taking that pain, taking that sacrifice, leaving the family, leaving the parents, leaving everybody out, and doing work, and working on it, going to different places, unknown people. And it is still, going on. It's not so easy. Business is not easy. I then started feeling, oh my God, job was much easier. But the goals which I have is so big, it's not going to be fulfilled by that small amount of money. So money was more important to me, and that's what I was craving for initially. And that is where everyday action is so important. Taking action on something only materializes. Just sitting and procrastinating, thinking about it, analyzing it, paralyzing it, doesn't happen, doesn't make money, doesn't give results, doesn't give success. The successful people which I started seeing and following them was on a daily basis taking some action, doing something different, which they have never done before. So I heard a very good phrase from somebody, who was a big leader, a big entrepreneur, who said, "Are you doing something every day which you have never done before?" And from that day, I remember I started, some days that I started doing something different. So this is, YouTube live or YouTube, I never knew. I didn't at all knew. So I started doing it. Let me do it, whatever happens. I don't know what will happen, what the result, but yes, I have to do something different. you know difference. People making difference in others' life, people doing different things, are the people who other peoples will always follow, will always. So leaders, who are the leaders, the more money follows the leaders. And that's what I started learning, and I started taking action. Still taking actions every day, doing the thing, going there, taking the pain, because my dreams are the biggest thing which I've decided on. And nobody can take it out from you, nobody can take it from me or anybody, because that is the one thing which a person holds in his or her life, which is precious to him or her. And that is what I realized. And I am so thankful and grateful to the people, the mentors whom I've learned from and I'm still learning from over the past years. And I'm trying to share with you guys that, don't give up on your dreams, don't give up on the goals you have, don't give up on the kids, the family, the people around, and that one day will come out to be so successful. So I started stopping to listen to the world. And because I felt then only one day the world will listen to. And that is what I still carry on, listening from the great ones. So thank you guys. And it is so pleasure. Do subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon there if you like it. And it will be great to again come back and chat with you and connect with you back. So bye on a lovely Sunday. Have a rocking year, rocking February. It's amazing stuff going on in the world. Thank you guys. Bye bye.